we kicked a lot of the balls over the bar, and it's tricky that this ball flies a lot, and we discussed that as well. So there are details that we can do better, but at the end, that's gone. You know, there is no way back. It's about the next game, and that's our world. The reality is our world. You look at what the both teams produce and the domination of the game. Obviously, it's not the result that reflects the story of the game, but the reality is that they were super efficient with the chance that they had, and we weren't. And at this level, in these kind of scenarios, you need that to impose yourself and win the game.
OK, well, I'll tell you what, we can cross live to the Emirates. Keith Downing is there for a bit more reaction to last night. I mean, Keith, what a result it was for Eddie Howe's side. Just give us a flavour of the atmosphere inside the Emirates and how has this gone down with the Newcastle fans?
Yeah, Hayley, morning. Despite the fact that Newcastle have been flying in the Premier League, I don't think too many Newcastle travelling fans last night would have expected to have left the Emirates with a 2-0 win. As you said a moment ago, Newcastle's record here in North London is terrible. They'd actually only scored once in their last 9 visits to the Emirates. So I think most of those travelling thousands that came down from the northeast yesterday would have been more than happy to have left with a draw and given them a good chance in that second leg in a month's time. But to have left with a 2-0 victory, I think it will be almost impossible now for Arsenal to turn that over. Newcastle are so strong at home. They've already beaten Arsenal 1-0 at St James's Park in the Premier League, and it feels very much like they have one foot in the final now, and of course they'll want to make up for missing out in the final against Manchester United 2 years ago, when quite a lot went against them. They just hit a really poor patch of form in a couple of weeks leading up to the final, but it feels very different at the moment, I have to say. 7 wins in a row in all competitions, 5 in the league. They're not only scoring for fun, but they're keeping the door closed at the back as well. A clean sheet last night, a clean sheet last midweek against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and yes, they conceded one against Tottenham on Saturday, but what a trio of away wins that has been in the last 8 days. Manchester United, Tottenham and then Arsenal. It's been a tiring week for them. I think a number of Eddie Howe's big name players will be given some time off now going into the weekend. They've got a home match on Sunday in the FA Cup against League 2 Bromley, so I think he'll ring the changes for that one, and the players will get set to go again against Wolves next midweek. But look, it's taken a while for things to click for Newcastle this season. It really has. We were scratching our heads as to why things weren't working out for them, because they didn't have many injuries, they didn't have European football to contend with. Well, it's clicking for them now at a really crucial part of the season, and I would expect them to finish the job against Arsenal at the start of February and set up a final against either Liverpool or Tottenham Hotspur. So those fans who've stayed down here last night will be enjoying their early morning trip back to the northeast this morning, I would guess, after that fine and famous 2-0 win against Arsenal here last night at the Emirates.
Yeah, absolutely. Keith, thank you very much indeed.